Hey, what's up? What's going on out there? I was checking out this video on CBS Morning News, and they were talking about how these so-called white people in Wilmington, North Carolina, around the late 1800s, just exterminated a bunch of so-called black people because they just wanted to get rid of any so-called black influence over the city. And I just thought it was just really disgusting to watch, and I'm just surprised that CBS aired it, but it's a part of American history or so-called American history, whatever you want to call it. And I thought it was just it's interesting. So I'm going to leave my commentary on this particular piece of the video and give my 1-2 on it.
And the right thing, according to them, was to purge Wilmington of all black influence. And on the morning of November 10th, 1898, that's just what they did.
So this is where the angry mob came at during 1898.
Starting with the city's only black newspaper.
The Daily Record, that black-owned newspaper, was on the second floor in its own office space.
They set the building on fire and then posed for this picture.
Every time I see it, sends chills down my spine because
There's a pride in it.
there is. They had this.
I remember when I first watched it, and the reporter said it's a pride, and it's just a look of arrogance, and it was just sickening. Like every photo I can remember that I've seen with similar things happening, whether it's like a lynch mob, hanging, burning, whatever, is the same type of look, the same type of arrogant, disgusting look. I don't know what it is. I don't know how a human being can put themselves in a situation like that and just have a big ass smile on their face. It's just disgusting. But when I think about it, it's, and this may go over some people's heads, but so-called people of the good book, this is what happened or was going to continue to happen because we broke God's or the Most High's commandments. And we need to turn back to him to find rest, because we won't find rest in America. You know, it might go good. Some people, some of us might do well. You know, things have gotten better, but it's not ever going to be an ideal situation for us as a whole.
Look of flushed satisfaction. It's a trophy.
But that was just the beginning. The mob then made its way here, to the crossroads of 4th and Harnett Streets.
A shot rang across the intersection, and almost immediately, 3 black men were dead.
In the hours that followed, a cart fixed with a rapid-fire machine gun advanced through town with impunity, like a primitive tank, firing at will on the largely unarmed black residents.
Now these people rolling around town just smoking so-called black people like shooting fish in a barrel. Like that's why I said some of this disgusting behavior is, I can't even fathom how somebody would put themselves in that type of situation, even if you dislike somebody because you're a bigot, racist, or whatever. To actually go out and just kill somebody just because they're a so-called color and you don't like them because of that, or you don't like how well they're doing. It's like I just can't even wrap my mind around it.
No one really knows how many the mob murdered that afternoon, but historians generally agree the number ranges from dozens to hundreds.
I love you, Grandpa.
And it probably was more than that. It probably was 200 people. They just rode around and smoked for no reason, which is just like, again, it's just sick.
One of the victims was Joshua Halsey, a black laborer and father of 4 girls who, according to notes taken during the conspirators' meeting, was singled out to kill.
It's in the minutes. When you see that Josh, get that Josh.
Your great-grandparents must have walked across this bridge all the time.
All the time.
You see, Joshua had sued the city after his wife Sally tripped and injured herself on what was then a poorly maintained bridge. His rightful legal action put a target on his back.
They were building a life. They owned the home.
Yeah.
They were upstanding citizens. So the only guilt was being black.
Elaine Brown, his great-granddaughter, says he was shot 14 times in the head as his wife Sally walked She, like many other black women and children, was eventually driven out of town.
Shot well, I'm going to end the video there before I start. He was shot 14 times in the head. And this is in around the early 1900s. It's not like they had switches and all that stuff. They got crazy stuff they got now. 14 times in the head. So dude who shot him, they sat there with a damn revolver and did that. That's crazy. And you can still see the pain and anguish in her voice. And she hasn't even met them. She doesn't even know them. But you can tell she's just hurt because of what her ancestor went through, or her great-great-grandfather. I can't remember, great-great-grandfather went through. Just because he made a complaint against the city, which was his right, like they said. But like I said, People of the Good Book, man, this should be an example, even though it happened over 100 years ago. Just remember, don't forget the past, but you got to keep moving forward. But never forget the past, and never forget the atrocities that happen to our people. Anyways, that's my 1-2. Leave your commentary. Let me know what you think.